Good evening, folks, and you come for a blether. So I've been making something, well, it's made now, to stain it. Old guy that I buy a lot of tools from at the car boot sale asked me if I'd ever saw a Saddlers Clam. Now, I hadn't, but, well, I had, but I never paid any attention as to what it was. And now this is a tool for when you're stitching leather, it's your third hand. Now, I made this, and it works a treat, and it's got loads of pressure. And this is from 2 whisky barrel staves and a wee block of wood at the bottom. I've just screwed it, and it sits in the vise. And when you want to stitch a piece of leather, you can put it in here, and it gives you a tremendous purchase on it. It pinches it up nicely if you want to stitch 2 pieces together, or if you're wanting to stitch a piece on for a buckle or a strap, you could use this as well. And it's an invaluable tool. I don't know how much I will use it, but I am going to try and learn the saddle stitch for some of the stuff that I do. I've got the handy stitcher, and I've showed you that already with knife sheaths and stuff way back in the early videos. But this will be something different for when you pull these threads to tighten up this, cinch up these stitches, and stuff won't move. Now, that's just sprung with my hand there. I'll move it up a wee bit so you can see that. You could use this sitting on the floor as well. So essentially, I'm just pulling that apart with my hand and squeezing. You can hardly pull that out of there, and you just stitch away. So a couple of bits of leather glued on there to protect it. That turned out okay. I see all these whisky barrel staves all the time, and I think they should be something. There's a piece of wood here I'm going to have to show you because it's absolutely gorgeous. Quarter sawn by Fluke, tiger oak, and this was a whisky barrel. Don't know where from, but they came my way, the staves, so I was always going to do something with them, and I have now. So very handy shape that, it's already there. So I was shown one of these by an old tool vendor down at the car boot sale, and he asked me if I'd ever saw one. He showed me his one that he uses for tinkering about, and I had a wee look and I said I'm going to have a go at making one of them. And he gave me some plans, and he gave me the drawings from his own, made me some templates and stuff. But I would have needed to cut these curves or steam bend them, and I thought to myself, I have whisky barrel staves that are already bent, and make something completely different out of them. A clamp, you could make big clamps for clamping clinker built planks to boats, and you could put a thread in this. You could do anything you liked with these whisky barrel staves. They're very handy. There were some much bigger ones, and it could have been bigger and clunkier, but I think this is 2.5 inches or so. I think it's perfect, and you just keep moving it along if it's not big enough, and you can stitch that a couple of inches and then slide it along. So something a wee bit different. There'll be some pictures of the beginning of this, of what it looked like. Just a couple of pieces of wood and a block. This dark colour on here is from the charring from when the barrel was set on fire. I just left it. I just planed the faces back because a whisky barrel is really rough when you start. And like I say, this grain on this one especially, this one's a bit plain, but this one with these, it's absolutely amazing, and pretty pleased with that. Something a bit different, doesn't take up much room, and when you're tinkering with something and you need a third hand and it just slides in the vise. Or if you wanted to use it, you could put it between your legs. I had a block of wood here that I was thinking about putting on the bottom of it, and I could stand on that to hold it and have that between my knees if I wanted to. But I think this is perfect. You can stand up and use it, or you move it down to where I'm seated just now, and you use that, and it doesn't affect the clamping at all. Wherever you move it in the vise, still solid in there. So there you go, the Blethers from the shed, Saddlers Clam. Hope you're all doing okay. Thank you for the subscriptions, thanks for all the thumbs up, thank you for continuing to watch the Blethers, and we'll catch up soon for more Blethers from the shed.